Record.
Let's get it. We back, baby, with another episode of Los Bridge Podcast.
I have no idea what episode we're on. We took a
hiatus,
about a year-long hiatus.
I mean,
hey,
almost a year.
I don't know. It could be a full year.
It was January because me and Session did one like New Year's Day, I think, or something like that. I remember I was in Canada, and then me, you, and our missing guy in action did one in Houston that had to scrap that because.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Those files did. Yep, I remember that because I couldn't be a part of it, and I was like, no, don't worry about it. Just send me everything, and I'll still put it up. But those files did go bad. Those files did get corrupted. That sucks.
What the hell?
I just thought
here now, in the present. What's good?
Speaking of corrupted files and corrupted people, we're going to talk about this corruption that's going on in the NBA. How did Dame Lillard get to the Bucks?
Oh.
How did Dame...
You said corruption, and that's not where I was going
Jimmy
now,
said,
buddy,
Jimmy
but
said
I can
you need
talk
to
about it.
investigate that because I'm mad that he didn't end up in Miami. I'm a little upset.
Of course you.
Well, as a Miami fan, I'd be upset too if I didn't get one of the best pick and roll players to ever play the game of basketball, to be honest with you. Because I think him and Bam could have did some good stuff with Jimmy playing off the ball a little bit more. But that's not what's happening now. We got a pick and roll monster with a pick and roll monster. I'm ready to see the pick and pops. Not gonna lie to you. I'm ready to see the pick and pops from Giannis. I'm ready to see Giannis dominate with this pick and roll. The only other person I could probably say I would want to see Giannis play with a little bit more is a prime Chris Paul, because he made DeAndre Jordan look like he was an NBA All-Star. Which is wild when you look back on it now. You're like, that's
trash.
insane. That's insane that people ever thought he was that good. So I think if Chris Paul probably is the only other person I'd be like, you know what, I want to see him play with. But him playing with Dame Lillard, they have perfect
Flag on the play, timeout? What are we doing?
Yeah, we I can't believe this is about to happen because we're going to have a DeAndre Jordan conversation in 2023. But overrated not. What is your issue?
I think DeAndre Jordan, in the beginning of his career, when he first came out, I think he was underrated. He started playing in Lob City with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin, and somebody decided that he deserved the amount of money he was getting. And I don't agree with that. I think he was a good role player. Don't think that he was a NBA All-Star. Don't think that he was a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he was a good role player. He got rebounds. He made putback dunks. I mean, I think that's good. You're supposed to be doing that at fucking 7 feet tall. That's my only problem with him. And I don't really have no problem with him as a person. I have more of a problem with people who put him on like this pedestal that he's like one of the best big men to play in like the last 10 years.
I don't know who said that.
Crazy.
I mean, what other 10?
Twitter.
Especially
okay.
when
I don't know. You said what other 10?
Yeah, what other 10? If we're talking about,
I put Brook Lopez over him.
You say you put Brook Lopez. That's a fact. Brook Lopez can stretch the floor. Brook Lopez sits in the corner.
I put Sabonis over him.
Okay.
And you got, if he was big man, so you got Boogie, AD, then you got...
Yeah, I put Boogie over him. I put AD over him. I put Joel Embiid over him. I put Giannis over him.
Joker.
I put Miles Turner over him.
Yeah, there's a lot of big man, bro.
I put Joker over him.
You put Miles Turner over DeAndre.
Yes, because I think Miles Turner
is
personally is crazy on the defensive side of the ball.
He is good. He just in Indiana where they don't use his talents as much as he needs to be used.
I agree.
That's what I feel with.
They don't use him the way they should.
Miles Turner in my whatchamacallit because his fantasy points go crazy because he is a double machine. So I added him to my little fantasy draft for NBA. So
all right,
we're gonna really see.
I stand down. Convince me.
But I still think Damian Lillard going to the Bucks makes them a better team. I mean, I hate that they had to get rid of Holiday, but you got to get rid of something.
They needed another scorer.
And then Holiday going to Boston makes Boston a better team as well.
It don't matter because
I don't think so.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown will be no shows yet again.
But they got rid of a big to pick up Porzingis. That boy. What was that boy? Robinson. What's his last name? Robinson? The one with the dreads? Bro, he was good. The young fella. They got rid of him and picked up Porzingis, another shooter. First of all, you got enough shooters. We don't need that. You need somebody that protect.
They want to stretch the floor.
Paint. All right, they finna get cooked in the paint. Watch. Porzingis is going to be getting cooked because he can't guard nobody. He want to stand at the three-point line.
It's going to be the same story that has been happening. They've been getting cooked in the paint because they were too damn small. Like Al Horford.
They only got cooked in the paint because of whatchamacallit for Joker this past season. Before that, they weren't getting cooked in the paint like that.
But that's What are you talking about? They didn't even make it to the finals.
No, that's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's a fact. That's because Jimmy was locking it down. Jimmy was like, Jimmy was willing people to win. Like this don't happen.
Okay,
Jimmy. First of all, we gonna keep it hot. Like that toss in bucket at the end of regulation wasn't a foul. That was an offensive foul. I'm a Jimmy fan. I'm a Heat fan. That was a foul. But hey, I'm gonna take what you gonna give me.
okay.
All I'm saying is that Boston has been trying to play small for however many years and everything, especially when your biggest big man is fucking Al Horford, and that nigga is not a true big man. He's at least like a hybrid four. Always.
I mean, they had Williams.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think his name is Williams.
Yeah, he talked about the young cat, and I do agree that young cat, if he would have kept developing, he could have been what he talking about, what they need to pay. But they gave him up. But you got to give up good assets to get somebody who can dribble. Because that's not what they have on their team right now. Somebody who can dribble. I'm just being honest here. They need somebody who can handle the ball and facilitate a little bit better than what they had in the past. I think another thing, going back to this Dame, going to the Bucks, is Dame and Giannis have two separate games. For Dame, you have to press him when he gets to half court. For Giannis, you got to lean back in the paint. So literally, you're going to have to pick your poison. Who do you want to go off tonight? Are we going to lay off on Dame and let him shoot on us? Or are we going to press up on, are we going to lay up on Dame to guard Giannis and let him shoot on us? Or are we going to press up we going to catch him at the half court and let Giannis eat in the paint?
If any team has the ability to stop Giannis, that's the first fucking thing you do, because you saw what he did to Phoenix in the finals in that goddamn paint. And it's going to be way easier to dominate the paint as opposed to banking on Dame to shoot half court shots yet again or whatever. I'll take locking down Giannis if you can, anytime.
That's a fact, because Giannis is the more dominant person, especially with his size and length and his rebounding ability too. Nah, yeah.
Because if Dame was really like that, he would have wielded Portland.
He would have wielded the Portland to the playoffs,
to the finals. Is what I'm saying. And I'm not. And
I say that he's not doing that. And not this day and age.
And I'm not saying that as like a real knock on Dame. I don't trust any guard, any point guard, any small shooting guard, point guard, any small guard.
I get you. Any small guard. I agree with that.
Space and what have you. Yeah, because I mean him and that was the issue with him and CJ. So they shipped his ass.
Yeah, that was the issue with AI.
Ooh, don't even get me started on
Let's be for real. I mean, I know he's not here to defend him, but that's the issue with AI. AI was a small guard. AI could score to hell. He could even play some defense. Don't get me wrong, but a small guard can't will you to win a championship. I just never seen it. Historically speaking, I've never seen a small guard will you to a championship.
Is a career loser.
Ooh, okay. See, I wasn't going to go that
crazy.
far.
So we going to forget about Isaiah Thomas? He didn't wield him to a dub?
Okay, I want you to just Google who else was on Isaiah Thomas' team.
Just saying.
I just want you to Google who else was on Isaiah Thomas' team.
I had to give him some credence to that, though, because he did that on one leg. He went off on one leg.
You said what? I mean, don't get me wrong. Was Isaiah Thomas the best player on that team? Yes, he was. But I think that was a team. That was a good team built together that was able to do that. And it wasn't like the bad boy Pistons was running up championships. Well, how many did they get? 2, 3? It wasn't like they was repeating.
I think it was 2 or 3 finals appearances, and I want to say that first finals appearances when his what was it? His knee was fucked off, or his ankle, or his knee or ankle?
Yeah, I think it was his knee or his ankle. One or two.
So, and when you ain't got no wheels, let me tell you, as a nigga that's been suffering with neuropathy for the last year, when your feet hurt, boy, actually, Mr. Muscle Man over here knows all about the knee injuries, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, I do.
Yeah, so you know exactly what I mean. When your wheels ain't willing, that shit is a bitch. And the fact that nigga,
when your wheels ain't willing,
he only really had 2 people, and
Umar.
So who are these 2 people you include? Because is Dennis Rodman one of these 2 people?
Bill Lambert and Dennis Rodman.
Okay, on what would you consider both
Dumars,
of them?
though, you have to count that, and then
I'm gonna count Dumars.
You have to count
Dumars
Dumars as well.
He was right under Isaiah.
And it wasn't who Joe Dumars was either replaced or replaced for.
You talking about James Edwards or
McGuire is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean he averaged 14 points. So
what I'm saying is he had a team built around him that could help him.
Crazy though.
If you want to include Isaiah Thomas and say Isaiah Thomas is the only guard to do it, then still history proves me right.
I mean, yes.
In the 75 years of the NBA, that still proves my point. You know what I'm saying? That one time ever was one guard ever
I just want to
able to
give him
do.
his flowers. That's all.
I mean,
Because
No. Isaiah Thomas is amazing. He should have been on the Dream Team
Point guard, period.
all time.
top 5 point guard of all time.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
Who
the
on
top
who
5
on this
point guard
list?
all time. Top 5 point guards all time.
Who's number
Paul?
1? Because
Who's
we gotta
number
keep it high.
one?
I'm gonna keep it
It
funky.
might
with you.
be
Magic.
Is Matt is we consider Magic a point guard?
Yeah, that's what he played.
If we're considering Magic a point guard, Magic is
Magic is
number
number 1.
and Isaiah Thomas is right behind him.
I put Jason Kidd in there, but that's like a personal favorite.
So y'all doing this based off of what? Because I hear this.
No.
Because I'm gonna say Russell Westbrook.
Are you, that's pure stats. That's a pure statistical point. Don't get me wrong. It is. That's a pure statistical point.
Mr. Triple Dub himself.
I would put him at
Mr.
5.
Triple Dub himself.
I would put him at 5, and I would put Elgin Baylor over him.
It was power forward. I think you talking
Oh,
about
true.
Oscar
You're
Robinson.
right. Never mind. Yeah, I'm talking about Oscar
No,
Robinson.
bro.
I'm talking about
We
Oscar
going off
Robinson.
stats. Who had the better? I go off of stats, and I mean you could.
Well, Oscar Robinson was doing all the stats. I mean, all the records that Russell Westbrook broke. He broke Oscar
And you can't
Robinson's
just
records.
purely go off of stats anyway.
You can go off of stats, and then you can add chips to that. So I could move Russell Wilson probably. I mean Russell Wilson. All right, we're gonna get to that, but Russell Westbrook.
That nigga trash.
Move Russell Westbrook to number 3 if we're gonna do that. If we're gonna add the chips in there, I'll move him to
3? No, he needs to be at
I
5.
gotta move him because he's Mr. Triple Double.
He's pure statistics.
That's fine. And
I can't
No
go
ring.
off of stats where you could easily stat pad, which he did. And
He was
I think
stat
that
padded.
I can't remember what
it's still art. Not everybody can do it.
Oh no! The first one was like real legitimate, but I think that second one, if I remember correctly, he needed to get like 16 rebounds, and he had 17 in the first half of the last game of the season. That is clear cut stat pattern. I can't knock it, but I can knock it when we're talking about greatest of all time. Because what is that shit?
I
yield
agree.
to?
Nothing. It yielded to nothing. It yielded
First
to a
round
first
exits.
round exit. That's what it yielded to. All them stats yielded to a first round exit. And that's just the only point with that is I think when winning time matters when we're talking about greatest
Speaking
of all
of
time.
winning time, it's Magic.
It is
It's Magic. No, it's agreed. Magic's number 1. I say Isaiah Thomas number 2. For me, I would probably put Oscar Robinson, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook.
You putting Chris Paul in front of him?
Yeah, that's
How you putting Chris Paul in front of him?
How would I
Yes,
put Chris Paul?
please, yes.
Because I'm from North Carolina, so let's just throw that in there.
the bias.
Okay.
Let's just throw that in there. You
Okay.
know, I got Chris Paul jersey. I got multiple Chris Paul jerseys.
We're gonna have to get rid of that. Anyway,
That nigga from Winston Salem. Okay, he from down the street. He from the crib. Right, he from the crib.
okay.
I can go to his neighborhood house. You know what I'm saying? He from down the street, bro. That's like asking you about Dez Bryant.
What about him?
You think that nigga good?
He was good, yeah. Was he one of the greatest receivers of all time? No.
Oh, but you could actually legitimately say that about Chris Paul. I'm not like, we're not going crazy when I'm saying that. He a top 10 point guard.
Oh,
of
yes,
all time.
yes.
Top 10 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So me throwing him in 5,
You
like
going above Russell.
because Russell Westbrook don't win shit.
He's just Chris Paul.
No, Chris Paul hasn't won a championship.
Chris Paul don't win shit.
They both don't win shit. Hey, look. Oh,
I mean, he made it. What he made it to the Western Conference Finals a couple times. He made it to the finals.
so did Russell Westbrook.
I mean,
Wait.
Russell Westbrook made it to the finals with.
Russell Westbrook made it consider.
He made it with
He made it
Clippers.
with the Clippers.
One of the Clippers. No.
When they
He
got
made
when
it
they
with
got
the. He made it with the
Clippers
Rockets.
never been to the conference finals.
when they got beat by Luka and them.
No
when
way,
got
they
beat
didn't
by
make
Luka?
it?
No, because then Luka played the Suns.
No, wait a second. No, I'm talking about the Clippers with Blake Griffin. They
No,
never made it.
That was the issue.
Him,
No,
Jamal
they never
Crawford.
made it. That was the issue. They never made it.
They never made it. They would they kept getting put out in the second round.
That's what my thing is. Chris
I
Paul
didn't
knocked
know
this whole
that.
time. Everywhere he's gone, he's never gotten to the whatchamacallit until he just played at the Suns.
That's incorrect because he did it with the Rockets.
He was hurt. That was my next
No,
point.
yeah.
That's hurt.
He
No,
made it to the conference
he was
finals
hurt.
with the Rockets.
He didn't play.
No,
he didn't do nothing.
He was with the team at the time, but he was hurt.
He was hurt. He didn't contribute
Yeah,
on the court.
Yeah, that's what they played against the Warriors in 2017 or 2018.
Did he help the team get to the
I
conference
think he
finals?
got hurt in the semifinals, so the answer would be no.
He got hurt. No, I get it, but he got hurt after they won some game. He got hurt in
Yeah,
game 7, and then that's why
he's
he
a
didn't
regular
play.
season king.
I mean, just like James Harden.
Ooh, no. James Harden is a bitch. So this,
Ooh, Well, I have nothing
James
more to say
Harden,
about that because
James
I
Harden
don't
is a
enjoy James
bitch
Harden
ass
game.
dude. Like, first of all, just retire, go hang with your boyfriend, little baby, down in Atlanta.
Not a little baby.
Z snaps. Secondly, like we saw the shit this year. Yet again, there's always a James Harden sighting come whatever playoff series whatever it is. There's always a James. You can go back to every fucking playoff series that he's ever lost, and you can look at, since you're a stats guy, you go look at the stats, and it's like, damn, nigga, what did you did better off sitting on the bench today.
I mean, that's a fact, but that's why I bet against him.
Yeah, because he only got one
He
good
has
game.
one good
That's
game.
what he said. Yeah, that's what he said when he went off in that series. The Sixers this year in Game 1, and that's and everybody was all on his dick and everything, and he was just like, "It was only one game. It was only one," and that's exactly what it was. One.
Then he flamed out, and then they got beat.
He might be good for 2, but the last time I checked, you need 4 of them motherfuckers to win.
Yeah, I need 4. If you could at least give me 3 where you put up those points, I couldn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't say a goddamn thing. If you could give me 3 where you putting up them points, and then the other, let's say 4, it's like he was out there doing cardio. I ain't giving
him shit because we're talking about a former NBA league MVP who's supposed to be
cardio.
Facts. Former scoring champion.
Yeah, I was about to say he's supposedly one of the greatest scorers of all time. But I've seen that free throw spread. He gets to the line a lot.
He do get to the line a lot.
He gets to the line a
the way
lot.
that stutter stepping, all of a sudden he ain't scored the same way no more.
That's true. That's
when
true.
The going gets tough, and the going don't even get tough. As soon as it doesn't go your way, just a little bit. There's got to be a competition for who's the biggest bitch between Ben Simmons and Harden.
I gotta go with Ben Simmons.
I gotta go to Ben Simmons. At least Harden playing.
Yeah,
like,
but
at least he's playing.
Harden is starting to clip at his heels.
So he's starting to clip at his heels. I mean, ain't nobody clipping at his heels harder than Zion Williamson. So speaking of cardio, that man been
chill out.
What you mean chill out?
You telling me Zion is a bitch?
Why did he play last season? After he was good. Because he was good. He was good before he went to the playoffs.
Who cleared him
he was
to
good
play?
The doctors cleared him to play. Then he was on that Ben Simmons shit. Was like, my mental not there. I don't like how I'm coming down.
I want to play when I feel like Zion again.
But I'm out here fucking these porn stars. Yeah, all right.
Hey man, he never said his dick was itching.
He never said. He said my mental for basketball, not my mental for this pussy.
For that ass.
Big difference.
Wow.
Bitch went crazy. Hey, we should have.
My mental for that ass is good to go.
During that time, that bitch went crazy.
She did go crazy. Hey, she was.
And I mean it in the word, in the disrespectful nature that the term bitch is used as. That bitch went crazy.
You just got me pregnant. I'm gonna go crazy on it.
And the biggest issue I have is the predatory nature when they, because I've been having these conversations about age gap and what's predatory, what's not predatory. And that shit is it's knocking on the door of predatory, especially in the behavior which that she showed after the fact.
Yeah, she portrayed herself.
Because she's damn near my age, or she might be a little bit younger than me, but she's like your age. And she's like your age Session, and Zion is like, he's what, 2?
22, maybe
22,
23, because that was 2019 he was with Duke. So yeah.
I mean, that's a situation. That's a situation he put himself in. Speaking of what?
You know what? The truth of the matter is, we're talking about basketball. Zion is still a good basketball player. I wouldn't consider him a bitch at this point. I do think he has been injury ridden. I think South Carolina's got a pretty bad rep right now with basketball players with him and Ja.
That's a fact.
Guns and buns.
Buns.
But I will say, I think personally, Zion is not a bitch at this point.
That was just some.
I don't think he's on. That was some bitch shit. I don't think he's on Harden by no means or Ben Simmons level. That's my personal opinion. I don't know why the fuck Harden. I don't know what's going on with Harden.
He don't care
because it seems like as soon as it gets uncomfortable, as the situation gets the slight bit uncomfortable,
I'm trying to get up out of there.
Time to go out of there. I'm trying to go.
Take my talents to the little baby. That's what he said. Take my talents to little baby.
I thought he wanted to win a ring. That's what I thought. I thought he wanted to win a ring. Then he got a chance. He got opportunities to win a ring, and then he shits the bed. And I don't get it, but I don't get it. I want to know what James Harden wants at this point. I just want to know what he wants. What does he want at this point? Because it cannot be that he wants to win a ring.
I want to know who your top two teams in the East and in the West is to win a ring. Then you want to know what he want. I want to know who you pick for the win. Yeah, West and East, top two.
Delusional pick, of course, but I do think they got a good roster. The Lakers. I want to see LeBron win another ring. Just personally. But I do think that the Suns now have the depth that they needed. So I do think they have an outstanding roster. But I think the top two teams, honestly, are probably the Suns and the Nuggets. And then in the East, I have to go with Milwaukee. Now, the second team in the East, you're like,
it's a toss-up. It could be the Celtics, the Heat.
You can go with the Heat, a healthy fucking Heat is a crazy team. Boston, great team. That's really it. I mean, you can throw the Sixers in there sometimes, but they need to make some fucking moves, bro. They need to make some
fucking trade away.
Unless Tyrese Maxey turned it on this year and they trade for somebody, I don't think it's gonna be what we need. Because if Tyrese Maxey, if his point percentage go up, because he just takes shots so fast. If he just go in the flow of the game and get his buckets, he'd be good. My man be shooting within 3 or 4 seconds of the shot clock. Like, bro, slow down. Get you into your rhythm, get into your bag, and then do your pull up and Like, bro, what are you doing out here? You be blowing me.
On the West side of things, how do you think Memphis is going to fare, especially with Marcus Smart down there now?
Ja out for how many games? 25.
25. He'll be back by like.
That ain't
I think they skirting now, but I don't think they're gonna be enough. Like if they gotta play the Suns first, they gotta play the Lakers first, or they gotta play the Nuggets first, it's wraps.
They're going to play 1 and 3.
That's what I'm saying. So they get.
Oh, you're talking about that's in the playoffs.
If they get the 4 and 5 seed.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in this. Like, who cares about that?
No, I'm talking about for the playoffs.
No. If they get the 4 and the 5 seed, then no, they won't play.
They play all of them if they win.
The Lakers, they skated. The Lakers skated in there at 8 and still went to the. They weren't really an 8 seed though. That's the crazy part. They wasn't really an 8 seed.
I feel like they were trying to do. They was trying to do that. I feel like they was semi trying to do that.
They were hurt
because they knew who they was gonna play. So they was like, we'll do that.
Because you could, matter of fact, who was it? The Clippers. That's what it was. And I think it was like possible at one point or whatever that they were one of these two teams was trying to avoid the Suns in the first round, and the Clippers ended up taking
taking that L. Yeah.
Clippers always want the smoke.
Yeah.
They go out in the blaze of glory, but they ain't never ducking no smoke.
Yeah, the Lakers like we can chill out, we can tank this and get to the play in and then beat them niggas.
But I mean, they played Memphis, which was the number 1 team. They played Memphis, number 1 team. So I mean,
they
dogged them.
Memphis was never a number 1 team because the same way when you talking about Zion and him being injury prone, I'm watching Ja, and this is not even about him getting hurt this year. I remember last year. And remind you, I was fucked off and really sick last year, so I had nothing but time during the playoffs but to sit there and watch. And that nigga was out. They were playing the Warriors. Remember they won that game in Oakland or San Francisco, or whatever. And then I saw the footage on IG, and his ass was out there champagning and campaigning in the middle of the fucking playoffs, getting his little drink on and everything like that. Next game he got hurt. So that I'm saying is Ja's injury prone, and Ja gets hurt at like the worst fucking time. Because we talking about back to back. He's really on the Chris Paul path right now.
Hot take? That's a hot take.
Hot take. I like it though because it's historically accurate.
And I fuck with y'all. And I fuck with y'all. And I
fuck with basketball, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't fuck with.
I don't think the second time of what he got caught up for. Really, the first time wasn't all that bad. But I get it. It's a bad look, especially when we're trying to put you in the face. But that second time was complete bullshit.
Fact. His friend shouldn't have been recording in the car.
For starters. But even
his friend shouldn't be recording the car, because you record me in the car, my shit is with me. So I'm gonna keep it hot with you. The shit is with me. We ride through the drive-through. It might be sitting on my lap. I'm pumping gas. It might be on my lap.
What you need it for as the face of a franchise? Why do you need it?
Because my security ain't with me.
Your friends
right now.
They your security. If you with them, what you got them for?
Boy,
what you
stop.
got them for? Bro, no.
Boy, stop.
Ty, ain't no way. If you are $150 million, $200 million man, and I'm riding with you, I got that on me. You don't even got to deal with that.
I need it because it's legal. You don't need a fucking gun permit in Tennessee.
Facts. Let's be for real. Because it's my constitutional right.
It be your constitutional right, but I don't need you popping off like you did and losing $40 million like he just did.
He didn't pop off.
He lost $40 million though, didn't he?
He was it's because he got fucked over.
It don't matter. I'm like that's the position that you're in because you.
Are we talking about what you doing on the court or off the court? Because what he did on the court was deserving of at least second team. That third team was just to stick it to him.
Yeah, they definitely did that. They definitely did
Facts.
That.
I'm sure. I hope next time he asks for Vaseline.
Facts.
And they talked to. and this is why I like watching Gil stuff. Gil was out here talking about the same thing. Like they don't have rules for this. Like there's
Gil
legit
also
not
told the niggas
rules.
There are no rules for that.
Which was some bullshit too. Gil was on that bullshit when he said that.
Yes, Gil was talking about, oh, you're gonna be the face of the league, you the face of the franchise, cut your hair.
What the fuck does that mean? And as a black man,
Gil said that too.
What?
I said Gil said that too.
And as a black man telling another black man to cut his hair because he has locks, perpetuating the stereotype.
Yeah, we don't do that over here.
So
in Los Breeze
does Gil
podcast.
say some good shit too? To talking about, hey, this is how it really plays with the money. This is how the salary cap really get manipulated. This is how things really happen. The media is the people who don't play basketball, the people giving out awards and shit. Yeah, I fuck with that. But at the same time, he's saying shit that I can't agree with.
Not that part, but that's that same shit Vic was saying about Kaepernick back in the day. I don't know what's up with these niggas and this whole hair thing and everything. I mean, I get the clean cut thing and everything. Fuck that. So I'm growing out my hair right now.
Dead.
You heard?
He said nothing clean cut.
It's the truth. What happened? What would Vic do? Vic got in trouble. That
was different though.
Because in no way, shape, or form,
because
his friend should have took that charge for him. But
nonetheless,
nonetheless,
his friend should have took it.
Vic goes. Well, Vic was actually killing dogs. Vic goes to jail. He kills the dogs. He goes to jail. He comes back. He shaved his hair off. He got a clean cut now. You know what I'm saying? Like he decided that the braids wasn't it no more. It seems like to emasculate the black man, you got to cut his hair. And it seems like when they perpetuate that stereotype of when they have gone through it and they didn't tell another black man to go through it, it seems like it's keeping them chains on each other. It's that crab in the bucket mentality. That's how I see it.
Couldn't agree more.
That's just how I see it. And I don't think Ja cutting his hair would change shit. I think Ja's friends need to put down their fucking phone when they around him and stop recording him.
You need to get out that trick bag and throwing all that goddamn money or some strippers in Colorado. Like, get the fuck out of here. Session, anybody ever told you look like
He's
Mike
enjoying
Vick?
himself.
Huh?
Anybody ever told you look like Mike Vick?
Stop playing with me. Anybody tell you look like Drake?
You know what?
Yeah, plenty of people. It's not true.
Well,
you know
that
what's funny?
Shit.
Yeah, plenty of people told me I look like Drake. What the fuck you talking about? They used to tell me that shit all the time.
He never forget the story when we were in the mall. Oh, they know it's Drake. He was standing.
You're lying. That happened.
It was me. I think it was me, him, Smitty, and I want to say Padilla might have been there.
Bitch ass.
Padilla.
You should have just said the ops. We would have knew who you was talking about.
That's your ops. Me and Padilla, we good.
He said that's your op.
Ain't no fair ones, first of all.
I mean, that doesn't mean that we wouldn't jump him. We just saying that he is not our opposition. That's what we're stating.
He's just gonna be your ops at that point in time. Okay.
Correct. That's how that works. My ops is now your ops because I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business.
So we started talking about it in the chat, but I need to lock down these Drake songs, like these Drake albums. I didn't myself really like it that much. I liked maybe 4 songs, and you started knocking them off, and I was like, one, music is very important to me. So when I did see Drake drop the new album, I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna dissect the track. Like I said, it's 7 for me. 7 for me. That's like, but 7 out of I think it's 22 tracks. 7 out of 22 is not a good number. You would not want to see that on a QB stat sheet. Let's be honest. You don't want to see that on the QB stat sheet. Is this one of Drake's better albums? No. I would not include this in my top Drake album, but I think it's a decent album for 2023. And I say that with there were some better albums that came out this year, like Diddy's I can't remember. Diddy's R&B album was fucking amazing. It was probably one of the best R&B albums I've personally heard like in the last 5 years. I don't have my phone with me right now. God damn it. I put it on the charger and I came here. What's the name of this album, bro? I don't know. I listen to a lot of R&B, but it's not like specifically one. Like I've been listening to 1 or 2 songs. I mean, I got the whole Rod Wave album, but that's just because I fuck with Rod Wave. No.
Well, I'll tell you, take a look at that Diddy album.
The Love album, Off the Grid, Extended.
Off the Grid, that's the name of it. Love Off the Grid. Now, I'm going to go through the Drake track list just for me, and I don't think Virginia Beach was a classic Drake intro. I don't think Virginia Beach was a classic Drake intro, and because it wasn't that good of a Drake intro, it is what it is. I think it's hard to get behind an album when it doesn't have that classic Drake intro. I think Amen with Tazo Touchdown was good. I enjoyed that song. I like Tazo Touchdown a lot. Tazo, not sure, but I like him a lot. He makes a really good stuff. He just recently has a Taco Bell commercial. If it's not one thing, then it's 2 things. Anyways, liked him a lot. Calling for You with 21 Savage. Love 21's verse, don't really like Drake's. Fear of Heights, enjoy that song.
What's up?
Daylight, I love Daylight. I like Daylight a lot. First person shooter, of course, him and Cole going crazy, but you know, he had to make sure he changed that beat so he didn't get killed on his own song. And that's life.
Saying that's life. That's life with J. Cole on your song.
That's life when you rapping with J. Cole on your song. You know, you're either gonna write the best verse you ever have written in your fucking life, or you're gonna change the beat.
J. Cole,
we
if
cannot
I'm an artist,
have this
J. Cole
happen.
is not allowed to feature on my song unless I'm like,
It's crazy.
If I'm known not to be that lyrically inclined, and sure. Otherwise, for some reason, J. Cole gets on your track and he's always trying to take your head off. And personally, I ain't going for that. I ain't going for it.
He's trying to take people's head off. He's just doing what he do. Like, it is what it is.
I get it. J. Cole is doing what J. Cole does.
But the level that he chooses to rap on everybody else's track is not the same. He's always taking it to the next fucking level than what he does on his own shit. Do that shit on your end.
I agree. He takes that shit to a new level.
And mind you, I'm like,
and if you can see it on so many times that he take that shit to a new level.
I'm not the biggest J. Cole fan. I think he's overrated. If I'm gonna be frank.
Okay, chill out. He from the crib too.
I think J. Cole's
overrated.
I think J. Cole's.
All right, we're not even going to discuss that. We're not going to get into that.
I'm from North Carolina.
We're not going to unpack your traumas because you light skinned. We're not going to unpack that.
Whoa. Now you wait a second. Now,
since when?
Stubbs, you are from North Carolina.
When he first got popping on the major.
Yeah, when he first came out, motherfuckers was saying, I can see that because he was another light skin like Drake. My roommate
was from Fayetteville, so I was hearing J. Cole back in like 2009, 2008, 2009, 2009.
I will remember when Drake did $1 in a Dream tour, and that nigga really was going around and it was $1 to get into his concert. I remember that shit. Nonetheless, J. Cole takes it to a new level whenever he's rapping on somebody else's track and he know that's not going, it's either going to be on the radio or he know for a fact it's not going on his album. He does take it to a new level. Benny the Butcher saw that. Lil Yachty has seen it. Drake has seen it. Lil Durk has seen it. 21 Savage has seen it. Now 21 stepped his shit up.
Yeah,
21 stepped his fucking shit up. When that song, and I love 27, I'm a big 21 Savage fan, but when 21 Savage got Drake on his song, got J. Cole on his song, he said, I'm gonna have to step my shit up. And I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do to maintain. He still lost, but he fought the good fight. He fought the good fight. All right, now Yeet, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I think it's a cool little hook, but it's a cool little hook and it's a nice little meme song. That Santa song, trash as fuck. Slime You Out is gonna be all over the radio with SZA.
That's a fact. She going crazy right now. She going
be
crazy.
All over the radio.
Yeah.
Bahama Promises. I like that. I like that. Tried Our Best. I think that was a nice that's a nice Drake track. That's a Drake deep cut. Screw the World. It sounds too much like Fuck the World by Brett Fayez, and I'm not fucking with that. Drew Picasso is a good song. Members Only, good song. What would Pluto do? He needs to stop dick riding Future. All the Parties with Chief Keef. I think he should have let Chief Keef get a verse on that song, like a full-on old-school Sosa verse. Like these bitches love Sosa verse, but he didn't get that. He just got a little sample. 8 a.m. in Charlotte, of course. I'm fucking with 8 a.m. in Charlotte. I don't think that's his best one of those, to be honest. When he does like the 2 a.m. in Toronto or whatever, I don't think that's his best one of those by any means. Yeah, I don't think it's his best one of those, but I did enjoy that he put his son in the video. BBL Love, whatever. The song with Bad Bunny is gonna go fucking crazy once people really start listening to it a bunch. Y'all about to see that shit. Rich Baby Daddy might be my favorite song on this album, and it's because I love the ratchets. And
I can tell you, he loved the ratchets.
Fuck on that song.
I can't stand Sexy Red, bro.
Sexy Red is ratchet as fuck on that song,
and
I like
hood rat.
She's a hood rat, and it's 5 minutes of hood ratchetness.
It's so bad.
I like it. I don't know why the fuck he made this song with Lil Yachty. I can't tell you, but Away From Home is a really, really good song. It really is showing you the progression of Drake. Away From Home is. And people are just skating over it because at the end of the album, but Away From Home is a super good Drake song. It's a lyrical Drake song. It's really talking about all the shit that he been through when that nigga was sleeping on couches in Toronto. When that nigga was trying to transition from Degrassi to being what he is now. And in Polar Opposites,
I'm trying to hear the Drake struggle. Didn't he quote something out there a couple years ago about how he was spending all his money on a Maybach rental or some goofy shit like that to keep up the appearance that he was flossing and balling and everything like that? Glad it paid out for you on the back end, but if you telling me that in the midst of this time he was sleeping on couches, nigga, that sounds like a choice.
Sound like a
It sounds
mismanagement
like
of
a choice,
funds.
my nigga.
It's a stability thing, motherfucker.
What's the lease or the rental price on a fucking Maybach?
I don't know, man.
Out
I
of
don't know
my
what
price
that
point,
is.
I tell
It's
you
a
that.
crazy
Hey,
price
you
of
know what
what?
it sounds like? Rent.
Rich nigga problems.
Shit,
sound like.
why you not in the motherfucking line, boy? Goddamn,
But
shit,
you-
boy, goddamn,
You
crazy
like
for
the
boy.
you like the ratchets, blah blah blah. Not on the front. Everybody was kind of shaking on it, and I looked at. I was like, she looks good laying down, naked.
Oh, you talking about that? You ain't need to bring that up.
He talking
You
about
ain't
the
need-
clip.
I was
He
going
talking about
straight
the
over that.
He talking about the clip.
All I got to say is she wasn't lying. All I got to say is she wasn't lying. She did not lie one bit.
I thought you said your coochie was
I
pink.
thought you said it was pink. And she like,
It is
That shit
pink.
was brown in the motherfucker. It looked good.
as he was
That shit
talking
was
about the
brown.
outside of it,
Outside
was
of
brown, the
it.
inside was pink, bro. That's what she ended up making a post too that was saying, y'all motherfuckers don't get none. Like, what y'all think? I'm a brown skinned woman. You say you don't. We'll
And I
skip
didn't see
over
the
that.
inside.
This
Let's skip that.
nigga lying.
We'll skip over that. I don't know what number you is on the list. What number you
This
is?
nigga lying. I mean,
Six.
Oh, you talking about on the filthy scale?
Look,
I think he's 6. I think he got the 6 on his back.
Yeah.
that's tough.
Cause I got the 5.
And he really only got the 5 for a particular story that he told me. And I'm like, I didn't get that off. So yeah, that's the only reason why he got the 5 over me. Otherwise, he'd probably be the 6.
We'll leave that story for another day about the list.
Oh no, we will protect the innocent.
Yeah. We gotta
hell,
protect
we'll
the
protect
innocent.
the guilty. Unless I don't like you.
Oh damn. Okay.
Facts.
That's wild.
Let me try
If I
to
was
think.
wild as you, boy,
What else
50
is-
number 2.
Hey, look,
Goddamn, session do
look.
that.
I'm on the list, and I did some things I'm not proud of, but it is what it is. And now
It's
we
okay.
back, baby.
I was about to say you're
Back.
making a
I already
return.
made the return.
Okay,
I appreciate that shit came in clutch. And that's what number 2.
Oh no! I ain't bringing up the cars. Oh, Ty, yo, that picture popped up in my memories like a week ago, and I was like, look at this, sunshades on with the drop top down.
Oh man, in the drop top car that wasn't ours.
Finesse two times before he was even a thing.
Good times, man. Good times.
Never outdo face though. That
Is he still in?
I don't think.
I have no idea, to be honest, but I don't think so.
We're about to do a quick rundown. We're gonna do a quick rundown game show. Are they still in? Are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Faisal.
I'm gonna say in.
Okay.
Out.
Bill Clark.
In.
Oh, that's your home. That's. I was like, who the fuck is Clark?
Big Bitty Betty.
Okay.
That's who it was.
Carter.
And out. She's out.
Ski is out. Is Solo?
Yeah,
Solo's out,
Solo
right?
Yeah.
Solo's out. I'm trying to think. Is there
Raina.
anybody else that?
In.
Raina's
Yeah,
in, ain't he?
Yeah.
Ready to go through the whole dub.
Raina's in. I'm trying to think. Is there anybody else? Oh, I think she's out though. But the girl that was always with Clark, the dark skinned woman, she was nice. I liked her. I enjoyed being around her.
Oh, you know who's still in? What's her name?
Bree, is Bree still in?
Yeah.
Oh, Bree doing 20. Bree is
20,
doing
she
20.
doing longer than
yeah,
20.
she
She
always.
always-
She doing
yeah.
20.
What was on that? Hunter.
Yeah, Bree might be
yeah.
doing 30. She might be doing 35 in that bitch. Shout out to Bree, man. Bree was fucking
Yeah, Bree
cool
was
as
cool.
fuck.
A baddie.
Crazy.
What's Chelsea's last name? I don't remember her last name, but I know she's out. But I don't remember her last name right now. McQuarrie?
Something like that.
McQuarrie? Yeah, she's out. I know her as Chelsea at this point. I knew it was Chelsea back then.
Two of them. There was two of them. So there's Chelsea, and then there was another one.
When you say two of them, two of what?
Ty's women.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about. Well, he might.
I'm trying to think.
To me, they resembled each other. I was like, dang.
I mean, I think I had a type. Hell. Is there really nobody else that we would all know? Oh! McCardle's out. McCardle's been out a long time, though.
But she wasn't even in. They say technically not in until you get to your first command. So
whatever. She did her time.
I mean, she getting paid for the rest of her life. So.
She getting paid for the rest of her motherfucking life. Hate the way it had
that's
to
a
end,
fact.
but hey, money is money. Cash money. Shout out to my yeoman. She was a yeoman in my division. She was in my boot camp. She was a yeoman in my division.
Bro, you wanna know what's crazy? Somebody that I stayed in contact with, I was friends with or whatever, and I'm still friends with her. I talk to her every now and then. I know she got twins or whatever. She asked me the other day if I wanted her link. I was like, what are you talking about?
Her link?
Link.
OF.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, oh, my OF. And I was like, do I even come across as somebody that would do that? Like, damn. First of all, I don't even be posting nothing for you to just be like, yeah, here, let me send him this link. What? No, ma'am.
What?
Yes.
You telling me you've never subscribed to anybody's
For what?
OnlyFans? Nigga, them shits be free. What are you talking
But what do I need it? Why am I subscribing to it when I can go find other stuff for free? But I don't have to subscribe. I don't have to
It's
subscribe to
free.
nothing.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I can get where you're saying like, oh, I never pay for it. Then I'm like, okay, cool, I got that. But you saying like you won't even subscribe to a free
It
one?
take more work than
Now
that.
I'm
Just
like,
go
why
Google.
not? Nigga, nobody get porn off Google. You got your safe searches off that porn pop up on your Google? Because my safe search is on Google. I can't accidentally be at work and just, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you talking about, brother?
At one point,
Incognito.
At work, you gotta have the safe
at one
searches
point in my
on.
life, I used to have like a $5 limit, a $5 monthly limit on whose OF page I was supposed to subscribe to.
That's
See, to me, that's normal.
I guess.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Everything else was free.
Oh, y'all hilarious.
Yeah.
One lucky person can get these.
I'll pay you $5. I'll give you $5 to look at it, and then I'm gonna download all of it.
And then if you usually like at $30 or whatever, but you can brought your shit down to $7, I'll give the exception.
You get an extra $2.
Yeah, I have extra.
I'm gonna look at this $7 for the month.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it is. I mean, no way you ever gonna get that 30 out of me. You're
Absolutely
never
not.
getting it. But I'm gonna be like, okay, I can tell somebody else, like, yeah, it might be worth 30 for you. It ain't worth 30 for
Absolutely
me.
not.
There's no way. I'm not paying $30 for that.